that drip drip. Everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got swag and we drip. Got swag and we drip.
Welcome back, Swagteam. It's your boy Swagologist back again with another SwagU movie review, and today we are doing Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves. Now, I had a great time in the movie theater with this film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny and has lots of fun action, fun fight scenes. The movie was just a lot of fun. A big bottle of fun. I really enjoyed Chris Pine in this film, as well as Michelle Rodriguez, aka Letty. She's not Letty in this film, of course, but I love her, and that's like I always love seeing her in other films, and I always call her Letty. But I really think this movie was fun, and it's great for the whole family. It's like a family fun film that you could find and take your whole family to see. Little kids to grandmas, doesn't matter. Everybody can go see this at once. So if you have a family that loves to watch movies, this is something for y'all to check out for sure. I really enjoyed the chemistry between Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez's characters in this film. I think they are the MVPs of the film. They make the movie shine and give you what it needs. I love the creatures in this film, and the creature work by the people that were as the creatures, because they were not all CGI. The ones that wasn't CGI, I really enjoyed and appreciated. It gave me a little bit of Star Wars vibes with that. Not the fact that they look like Star Wars characters, it's just the practical creatures that they used. I thought that was awesome. And when they did use CGI, that worked as well. Those creatures worked as well. So all the creatures was dope. But like I said, Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez is definitely the ones that make this movie go and flow. Really enjoyed their chemistry and their banter throughout the film. And this is just a real fun comedic action comedy. The big fun adventure that, like I said, that's good for the whole family. The comedy works well for me. It definitely hit for me because most of the comedy, if not all the comedy, came from the characters. And I think that's the best. If y'all know me and y'all watch my videos, then you know how I feel about comedy coming straight from the characters. That's the best comedy in the world, when the comedy is just natural. And they're not just throwing out quibs to throw out quibs. They're actually funny, because it's not even quibs that we're laughing at. We're just laughing at the characters doing funny things here and there throughout the film. I think that Hugh Grant did a great job. I haven't seen this man in movies in a hot minute. It's good to see him. He's a really good actor, and I think he did a phenomenal job in his role in this film. I think he was great in this movie. My only nitpick of this film, I think, and the only thing that I had an issue with, was for it to be called Dungeons and Dragons, the dragons didn't really shine at all. I mean, there was cool moments with some dragons here and there, but it's really just here and there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, and if y'all take that as a spoiler, I apologize. But I just felt like the dragons wasn't enough for me. But take that with a grain of salt, because I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not too far into the lore or anything like that. I seen the older movie that came out long time ago, and I haven't seen it since. So I'm not really familiar with all the characters and the lore, and if dragons are actually important in Dungeons and Dragons like that, or is it more about the adventure and things of that nature and doing Indiana Jones type adventures. Even though it didn't really give me too much Indiana Jones vibes necessarily, but I did find some of that in here, a little essence of that, a little essence of Star Wars, a little bit of Uncharted up in there, you know what I mean? All that it gave me like a Knight's Tale vibe, for real. It was giving me those kind of vibes. I really enjoyed Regé-Jean Page, probably more known for Bridgerton. I thought he was awesome. I loved him in this film. I thought his comedy was really good, and his action was even better. I think he was a really good character in this film, and I enjoyed him. I enjoyed seeing him kick ass, and also I just enjoyed his character, because his character is hilarious, even though he wasn't like trying to tell jokes. Like I was saying, his comedy came straight from his character, and I thought he was awesome. I think y'all will get a good kick out of him as well. Speaking of good comedy from a character, I think Holga, aka Letty, aka Michelle Rodriguez, was great in this film. Her as Holga was awesome, because her action was just always top notch. Anything Letty's in, her action is incredible. So I love seeing her fight and beat people and kick ass. She's really great at that, being a badass, but she was also really good at her comedic timing in this film was perfect, because like her character just knows when to say some things, and when she says it, you get a good laugh out of it, get a good kick out of it for sure. And I mean, Chris Pine's character, a lot of charm, a lot of charisma to his character, and I really enjoyed being in his world with these characters and their group. I think Justice did a really good job as well as the sorcerer in this film. I think he was awesome. I like seeing him in more things because I think he's a good actor, and he's getting a chance to show that throughout his work, which I enjoy because I've seen him in Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and I thought he did good for himself there, but now he's getting more chances to show nuances in his acting ability. I mean, although he still seems to be a comedic relief, sort of, but I mean, in this, he's not really necessarily just a comedic relief. He's funny, but it's all from his character. All these characters have hilariousness to them, but it's all just because of their character. I think the writing was done well to make these characters funny, but not goofy, if that makes any sense. I would love to learn more about this. If you are a Dungeons and Dragons fan, as in not just the movies, but the game and the lore of Dungeons and Dragons and all that, please let me know all of this in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts about the film and the lore of Dungeons and Dragons. Do you think they did well with that? Speaking of lore, and creatures, like I was talking about earlier, I love owl bears. They're freaking awesome. They're freaking incredible. I really enjoy owl bears. I want to know what other creatures that they didn't specifically name in the film, but that y'all have seen that were really dope that I need to know more about. I know one that was really cool. It's that jaguar thing that you see in the trailer. I think that thing is really dope, and I like its ability. You know, I think it's really cool. Once you see its abilities and stuff like that, I think y'all will think it's dope too. And the Dungeons and Dragons guys, let me know what that creature is. I would love to know what it was exactly. For that, like, Black Panther jaguar thingy, let me know. Really think it's a whole bunch of fun and a good time at the movie theater, and you can bring your whole family. There is a mid-credit scene, so make sure you stay for that. There's no after-credit scene, but there is definitely a mid-credit scene, but no after-credit. So you don't have to stay to the very end, but there is a little scene before the movie ends, so make sure you stay for that at least. My SwagU grade for Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves would have to be a solid A. I've given it a solid A. It was an enjoyable film. I had a great time. I don't know how you Dungeons and Dragons heads really feel about this film. Like I said, I'm very curious about your thoughts. So let me know in the comment section below how y'all would grade this film. Do y'all think it hit y'all's Dungeons and Dragons lore and fandom with a solid A+? If so, let me know. I'd love to know what y'all are thinking. If you like this review, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps with the channel. But if you didn't like it, I ain't tripping. Look at Jordan. I ain't pivoting until the next video. I love y'all 3000. I'll holla. Peace.